Okay, so this is gonna kind of be the first episode of the Forever World because the last one was a tour video. But this one isn't really an episode per se. It's more of a tutorial just because I made a melon and pumpkin farm and I thought it might be helpful for some people to have like a pretty like clear tutorial of a melon and pumpkin farm. I don't know how many there are out there. I just know that like I always make melon pumpkin farms, and then there's not like an automatic docking system in the video, and it's really annoying. So, yeah, here's that for you. Okay, I hope you enjoy the video. So, I'm going to talk about this farm in like layers because it's the easiest way to explain it. So, the first layer is going to be rails, and you have to make sure that they're powered enough and that they're connecting properly, because you can see here that I connected them improperly and they wouldn't have worked and gone to pick up all of the items. So on this row, or on this layer of the farm, you just need to layer as many rails as you want or have, and then make sure to have them all powered with like redstone torches, or I think redstone blocks might be the easiest way too, just because you can put them in the floor. But make sure you're using enough powered rails, and test it with a full minecart, because minecarts that are full move slower than Minecraft minecarts that are empty. And it's a hopper minecart. Yeah! Okay, so this part is designed by Overcheer. Here's his YouTube channel. You can go subscribe to him. He hasn't uploaded in a really long time. I just asked him for help because not really good at redstone. So basically how you make the loading station is you start with okay, so let's say they're like, these are the rails, and then it goes around like this, right? So you make this go one out, and then under that rail you put a hopper, and then you put the rail back over it again, and you place, sorry, I'm looking at the reference image, you place a block directly behind it, and then redstone next to that block, and then another block, and then you break this block and these 3 blocks, and this block, and here you place a comparator with these 2 things facing the hopper, and you don't turn it on. Like, it doesn't need to be like that, it just stays like that. And then back here you place a redstone torch, and then this goes into a chest. Make sure to put a chest under the hopper, or more hoppers that lead to a chest further away, because let's say you need the hoppers to lead somewhere, you could do this. You could lead the hoppers and then put that back on there, and so that this hopper gets emptied, because if this hopper doesn't get emptied, the cart won't go, if that makes sense. So if I get myself a minecart hopper and I put stuff in it, it's gonna stop, it's gonna unload it, and it's gonna start again. Okay, you just add that to the first layer of the farm. Oh, and if you're confused on like where I am and why I'm in creative, this is on the same world, just a copy. It's a copy from like a couple weeks ago. So it's like an old copy, but it's a copy. For the second layer, you'll put old dirt over every single rail that you placed. And I don't know if I mentioned this before, but you can make this any size you want. Like, it can be as big as you want, as long as it's like in your render distance, I guess, but I wouldn't think you would make one that big unless you like really like melon and pumpkins. So yeah, so you basically just fill the whole area above your rails with dirt, and then you use a hoe and you hoe every other spot, and make sure your water you have water to supply your farmland, and like in the middle, and you can have one water, and then 4 farmland will like be hydrated in every direction. So, and then like in a 9x9 area, if you have 1 water in the middle, it will all be hydrated. And then you just put a slab over that piece. Or a slab at the bottom of that piece, because so that it doesn't like leak into the railways. I don't think it would go anywhere because of the new like rail update, but it's safer if you do put a under slab or a stair. And as I was saying before, you hoe every other spot on the dirt, and then if you want melon and pumpkins, then you alternate the seeds evenly. Or if you just want melons, then you just put melon seeds, and if you just want pumpkins, you put pumpkin seeds. And that's the second layer for you. Also, something I didn't mention is you need to light up the whole area, so use like glowstone or shroom lights or any type of like full block light. You put it on the wall behind a seed so that if a melon or pumpkin grows, it doesn't block the light, so make sure you do that. And for the 4th layer, you're going to get a bunch of observers and pistons, depending on how much like farmland you wanted. So you're going to place the observers. I'm doing it wrong. Well, now I'm not. But you place the observers over the seeds, and you make sure that the little face on the observer is facing down onto the seed. And I do this by first placing the pistons upside down over where the melon and pumpkins are going to grow. And then I go on top of the pistons and I place the observers facing downward so that their faces are like feeding into the seed, because when a melon or pumpkin grows, the seed changes and is connected to the melon or pumpkin, so the observer observes that and then it sends signals to the pistons to fire and break the melon and pumpkins. So just make sure you place the observers the correct way and place the pistons under the right blocks and the observers over the right blocks. Or both of them over the right blocks, I said that wrong.
Okay.
And for the 4th and final layer, over the observers, you're going to place redstone dust over all of the observers so that they can send like redstone signals to the pistons when a melon or pumpkin has been grown and can break it. And so that's your farm. So basically how it works is the observers detect that a melon is grown and then farm it, and then the hopper minecart goes and collects it up and distributes it into the chest or hopper that you put down for it. Yeah. I hope this little tutorial helped you out a little bit. And I don't really make tutorials, but I do make Minecraft content, so if you liked this, don't forget to like and subscribe for future content. And if you really like it, join the Discord server and it'll notify you when I'm even live, because this whole video was streamed live except for the creative world part. I just edited it for a tutorial because I thought it would be nice.